puzzle heaven at the moment. We started off, we found this a couple of days ago, made by a company called Hayanama, Japanese company. And this is a 6-star puzzle. 5, of course, is the most difficult. 5 out of 5. This is 6. It's called Grandmaster level. This is the keys. You have to get the keys out of this thing. That's as far as I've got them so far. And they move and change positions. I can get that middle one that far, but probably the middle one has to go back a bit to release one other one. I don't know. It's a killer. I've spent something approaching an hour on the keys. And then I found this one, I think, in a different shop today, which is really odd. It's got these 2 rings inside this matrix of 60-degree arcs. It's really very unusual. And these rings have all sorts of strangeness to their shapes. Sometimes they slide through each other, sometimes they line up with the gap, sometimes they don't, sometimes they line up with something like a gap, sometimes they don't. And the most difficult thing about it is you really can't see the bloody thing. You can't see it. I'm going to have to do it in daylight. It's made of gunmetal coloured metal. So that's a very, very difficult one. Can we just about see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's a horror. And then I picked up this. Which way is the camera going? Which I was very interested in. I like this. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really simple and beautiful. I guess you just have to get the beads to all be, well, you know, all the white ones on one side and all the red ones on the other. I don't expect it to be too horrifically difficult. But you never know. That's for sure. Oh, look, I can't get those around now, can I? They won't move. Wait, how do I move them around? Oh, I can only move them around when that thing's in there. Okay. So we want to get... So we want to get the yellow, the white beads next to each other, don't we? That's what we want to do. Well, I suppose we just... Oh, look, but I can't take away... I can't take away a bead without taking away a white bead. Okay, let's take away a white bead then. Ah, yes, but I have to... Oh, but I can't... How do I get that so that that's next to that other white bead? I don't know how I do that. I have to take half of those, like that, and start jiggling them. I think that's how you have to do it. And then we're going to have maybe that lot. It's a more difficult puzzle than it looks, isn't it? It's one of those puzzles that's a bit more difficult than it looks. Because you can't move this one. You can't move the one that's not connected. How very interesting that is. So one of the things that we would have to do is we have to work out which colour goes on which side. That's going to be one of the keys to it, isn't it? can be difficult to move it over as well. So it can be a little bit difficult to get it to come over. Right. What now? Is that as good as it gets? I think that's as good as it gets, isn't it? I don't see how you get it better than that. I don't see a way of getting it better than that, because there's always going to be too many beads in either half. There's always going to be too many beads of one colour or the other. So I think we've sort of solved it. I think you're always going to have 2 beads left over, aren't you? I mean, I can't get those 2 beads to be here because there isn't room. Yeah, and if I made that all be the white beads, there'd still be 2 white beads there. I could swap the 2 colours over. I think that's all I could do. It's an interesting puzzle. Slightly unsatisfying that you can't actually get a solution that looks perfect out of it. You can't quite, can you? It's just not physically possible. There's always going to be these 2 beads that shouldn't be there. Or is that? Well, no, wait. Wait a minute. We can get a gap. No, we can't. It won't let me. It won't let me go with the gap. Or will it? No, it won't quite. No, it's jammed up. So you always have to have the 2 beads. What a strange puzzle that is. Yeah, and then we can kind of move them down, but we're always going to have 2 beads out. Always. It's an interesting puzzle though. Quite pretty. Anyway, puzzles. Puzzle mayhem. And to be fair, these Hanayama puzzles, which are called Huzzles, they're quite expensive, even second hand. I think they're 15 or 20 pounds each. I mean, they are very, very well made. They have to be. Otherwise they would break as you're trying to solve them. They are extremely well made. So I'm pleased about that puzzle find.